to today, David G.
Yeah.
I'm an addict. My name is David G.
Hey.
And first I want to thank God. I really want to thank God. I am very blessed. You know, and I want to especially thank him for allowing me to get here safely this morning. I'm from Camden, New Jersey, and I came up the turnpike, and it was raining and stuff, and, you know, my brother's with me, and it's real special because we don't get a chance to spend a lot of time, and we had a real good weekend, you know what I mean? And that's something that has happened as a result of, like, you know, being restored. I want to thank this group, you know, the Cha-Cha-Cha Jammy group, you know what I mean, for giving me the second cha we hit this morning. And I want to say, what's this higher power stuff? What do you mean? What's this higher power being restored? What are you talking about? You know what I mean? It talked about insanity and a lot of things. And before I start talking about this, I want to really get in touch with my problem. I want to tell you, man, that I didn't come in here knowing what was wrong with me. You know what I mean? I came because somebody asked me to come. You understand? God sent the only person on earth that I was going to listen to, and that's how I got here. You understand? And once I got here, right, I said, well, you know, it was something about the atmosphere. I really didn't know what it was, right? And like, you know, I didn't have to explain it, but it was something about, like, being here. I just knew that I was supposed to be here. You know what I'm saying? And it took a day at a time, and it took for me, you know what I mean? It took a little process for me to stay here. Everything in my recovery has been a process. You know what I'm saying? To stop using was a process. I'm not a first time winning. That's irrelevant how long it took you to get clean. You understand? I'm telling you I'm clean today. I want to tell you about how, you know what I mean, I come to believe. I want to tell you how I came in here, thought I was a little bit differently, and I thought I was going to buy the book because I got an education. I'm going to buy the book and go home and read it. I took the book and I went home and I read it, and I said, well, let me read it again so I can get it down. Know what I mean? And I took the book and I went home and I read it, and I read it again, and I came to the meeting sharing. I remember being about 3 weeks clean, coming in the meeting sharing on the third step. And the whole meeting laughed at me just like that, and they told me keep coming back. See, because I didn't understand that, like I had a disease and I was locked and loaded in a vicious cycle, and how it manifested itself was in one more. I did not understand what they was talking about, so after I went and got one more. You know what I mean? I ain't got nowhere to go. I had to come on back. So after I got back here, you know what I mean? I said, well, let me get a sponsor. You know what I mean? Because I found out the first thing I needed to do, right, this part of my sanity restoration process began when I got a sponsor. Because I admitted to myself that I needed some help. You understand? And that's the whole point here. Need of help. You know what I'm saying? And I got a sponsor and we opened up the book. Right? And I started to read some stuff like, based on our experience, we believe that every addict, including a potential addict, wait a minute, let's hold it right there. Who in the hell is the potential addict? Wait a minute, it's in here. I'm talking about the introduction. Who is the potential addict, sponsor? Would you explain that to me? I don't understand. He said, they're your kids. Anybody got any kids that's unmanageable? You know what I'm saying? They got, you know what I mean, just can't seem to get along and go to school and sit still like other children do. You understand? He explained that to me, because what are you talking about? We ain't skipping over nothing here. It's in here. What are you talking about? Right? He said, and I read on. Right? It said, including the potential addict, suffers from an incurable disease of body, mind, and spirit. It says we were in the grip of a hopeless dilemma, the solution of which is spiritual in nature. What are you talking about? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. And he said, read who's an addict. And I start reading some stuff. They said, we suffer from a disease that expresses itself in ways that is antisocial. I don't like you. That bitch get on my nerves. You know what I'm saying? He always saying that bull. I don't like this group. Who's your sponsor? Who's your sponsor? Antisocial. Right? I'm telling, listen, it said expresses itself in ways that is antisocial and makes detection, diagnosis, and treatment difficult. What the hell is this shit? What are you talking about? I got a drug problem. Wait a minute, what is this stuff? And he said, keep reading. I said, no, I don't want, keep reading. And I kept reading. And it started talking about stuff like my spirit was broken. The capacity to feel human was lost. Anything that's not completely familiar became alien and dangerous. Wait a minute. Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Wait a minute. What is this Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde stuff doing and who's an addict? What is this wait a minute now. We talking about, listen, what is Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde doing and who's an addict? Why didn't you put Bugs Bunny or Goofy or some shit in here? Know what I'm saying? I wanted to know, right? And he said, you just keep coming. You understand? I mean, you know, because we got to keep coming till we come too. Know what I'm saying? And I kept coming, right? And then it hit me one day. Pow! Listen, I remember being about 5 years old. I remember being home on Sunday morning watching TV. You know what I'm saying? I remember Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde coming on Sunday morning. You remember Dr. Jekyll? You remember him? He was over in London with all that fog and shit. You don't remember? He was a nice guy. You remember he was in London? He was a nice guy. He had social acceptability. Everybody liked him. He had an education. He had a job. You don't remember? Everybody, how are you, Dr. Jekyll? How are you, young man? Listen, he was a nice guy. Till he went down the basement and he picked up. You don't remember? You don't remember? Listen, he went down the basement and he picked up. Do you remember it changed him into somebody he didn't want to be? You understand? I'm talking about understanding. He never knew when he was going to be restored to sanity. You understand? But he just was caught in the grip. I'm talking about, you remember every time he got clean, do you remember the shame and the guilt? You remember the humiliation and the degradation? You remember the feelings that he had? You remember how he hurt everybody who was close to him? Know what I mean? I go through that. I didn't understand that, like, I had a disease, right? And I was locked and loaded into a vicious cycle, and how it expressed itself as in one more. That it didn't matter what I use or how much I use, it's what happens to me when I use. What are you talking about? Let's keep it simple. I'm allergic to drugs. Just like who? Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Damn. What do you mean? It's that simple? Yeah. That's why one is too many, 1,000 is never enough. You understand? It don't matter what I use. It's what happens to me when I use. A drug is a drug. That's why we don't play that cross-addicted, dual-addicted, poly. What that mean? You pick it up, baby, we going back into the cycle. You understand? I told you I'm allergic. You know anybody that's allergic to anything? So, listen, I'm talking about, like, so if your clean time is 5, 6, 7 years and you pick it up, what's going to happen? The same thing that happened to me 5 years ago. I told you I'm allergic. So I need to stop looking at everybody else and figuring out why they can have just one. You know what I mean? I'm telling you, because I'm telling you, that's that hopeless thing. I still want one more. I'm telling you, my thinking is locked and loaded and rooted in one more. You understand? I can't get honest. I can't come to the meeting and tell you I'm an addict and I feel like using. You know what I'm talking about? We get a couple days clean, we got an image and an ego now. You know what I'm saying? I'm all of that. David G. I'm an addict, man. They told me birds fly, fish swim, addicts use. I want to use some days. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, that's the hopeless dilemma. I can't shake that. I can't shake it. I'm telling you, don't matter all the degradation, humiliation, just that denial, all of that, I still want one more. You understand? I'm talking about for real. I got to be out of my mind. I'm telling you, man, that I'm powerless over the thoughts, man. I'm talking about my feelings. My disease is all in my feelings. You understand? It's rooted in dis-ease. I'm talking about feeling uncomfortable, man. I'm talking about clean. You understand? I ain't talking about ain't nothing wrong. I'm uncomfortable. I'm talking about feeling a low self-esteem. I'm talking about the shame and the guilt, the humiliation that I feel. I'm wondering why I keep feeling like this. Why am I still feeling inadequate? You understand? Why do I still feel less than? Why do I keep comparing myself to other people in some kind of sick way? I keep coming out feeling less than. I'm talking about what's going on here. I'm telling you, man, I had to get in touch. What do you mean I'm proud? That means I come in and go in and get ready. You know what I'm saying? That's it. That's it. No, I ain't. Don't tell my story. You use because that's your stuff. I got a disease that's going to make me use. You understand? I don't have no choice. You understand? Not before step one. You understand? Step one gave me a choice because you put me in touch with the problem. Now that I understand what's wrong with me, let's get better with that. How do we do that? I said the solution of which is spiritual in nature. What are they talking about? We talking about the physical, mental, and spiritual disease that I suffer from. So let's touch on that just for a minute, because I share for the newcomer. Because those of us that got this haven't had a spiritual awakening. I understand it ain't about me. I ain't suffering no more. I don't suffer most days, baby. I'm in the solution. Know what I'm saying? This is for the addict that don't understand yet. I want to put you down with this. You know how I was on the block, and I remember how important it was. Just put me down. I just wanted to know what was going on. Just put me down with the get down. I just wanted to be a part of. You know what I mean? And that's how we feel when we get here. So let's talk about the physical, mental, and spiritual, right? I'm talking about the physical now. We run up in treatment because we need to stop that. That's the part of the vicious cycle. You know what I'm saying? We go up in treatment, and I'm talking about they treat the physical. You understand? We start eating and sleeping right. You know, we ain't doing nothing. We just vegetating. Get your weight up. That's all. You know what I mean? We don't want you to do nothing. We want you to rest. We just come off a run. I'm tired. I'm tired. You know what I mean? We in treatment now. Just lay down. Got some more to eat? You full? All right. You know that kind of, just start eating and sleeping right. I'm talking about 36, you know what I mean? 28, 30, 60 days, however long. Physically, get the weight up, do some push-ups, got a haircut, jeans fitting now. I'm all that. I'm all that. Got my hair done, lipstick, little I've got it going on now. We talk about the physical. That's all. You got to come out of there. Uh-oh. You understand? Now what? Let's talk about the mental. I'm talking about from 90 days to 6 months. If you keep coming, right, your mind start to clear up a little bit. Now I'm ready to start making some decisions. Well, maybe I'll get in a relationship. Know what I mean? Maybe I'll get a job and I'll just save my money this time. Maybe I'll move to Williamsport. Maybe if I take care of my kids, let me go get my kids right now. Let me start trying to duck the problem, man. I'm telling you that how my mind starts to clear up, but I told you I'm locked and loaded into a vicious cycle, and it's rooted in one more. I'm telling you, I did not understand that I've been here before. So, somebody, you've been clean before, haven't you? Well, if nothing changes, nothing changes. You understand? I was here before. You understand what I'm saying? Ain't nothing changed yet. I was clean before. That ain't the problem. Listen, I remember going through that stuff. I remember getting a job. Right? I remember living and using to live into the story. I got a job. You understand, didn't have no license. I lost them out there. I continued to drive. They locked me up. I went to jail, came out of jail, got a car, got a job. They locked me up. I came out, listen, I'm telling you, listen, my brother said every time I turn around, you're getting locked up. I'm talking about the vicious cycle, man. I'm talking about understanding the need for restoration. I'm telling you now that I'm clean now. Ain't talking about no drugs, all right. You know what I'm saying? Well, wait a minute. Thought I had a drug problem. Why am I here? Listen, been clean for a year. I heard you clean time. Why am I here? I got a problem, man. That's spiritual in nature. I'm talking about that was the mental. What about the spiritual? You understand? The treatment took care of the physical. I started to make some meetings and my mind started to clear up just a little bit. That's the mental. What about the spiritual? Oh, that's what I was missing. I remember, listen, coming out of jail, saying, "Man, there's something missing here. There's got to be something wrong now. I ain't supposed to be going through this. Why do I keep going through the same old thing, getting the same results? What is wrong?" I didn't understand, man, that I had a disease. You understand? And part of my disease is spiritual in nature. And the solution must also be spiritual. So when I say spiritual, that means that it's greater than me. You understand? That's why I need a higher power. I said, man, listen, part of my problem is spiritual. I can't handle it. You understand? I had to accept that. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about after I stopped using. You know what I mean? Ain't used in a few days and still feeling the dis-ease. You know the dis-ease, feeling uncomfortable, low self-esteem. You know what I mean? The unmanageability I'm talking about. One day I'm angry, one day I'm happy, next day I'm sad, next day I want to use, next day I want to fight, the next day I don't know how I feel. That's the unmanageability. We ain't talking about my ability to get to work, get the kids on time, pay the bills. We talking about my feelings, man, the inside job. You understand? I'm talking about being clean for a couple of days, feeling like I'm about to go out of my mind. What is wrong with me? I can't go get one more? No. Under any and all circumstances, just for the day I cannot use. I'm telling you, I've been using all my life something or somebody to make me feel good because I still can't get honest that I don't feel good. And just for the day, I'm here and y'all told me I can't use. Oh, I feel like I'm about to go out my mind. Welcome to step 2. Welcome to step 2. You right where you supposed to be. We talk about feelings of hopelessness, helplessness, uselessness, being in pain. It ain't fun at first. Ain't no fun at first. You got to stay for a while. We got to keep coming till we come to. Hang in there. Just don't use. Just keep coming. Right? And I read some stuff. It says in this, listen, step 2. Right? In this program, the first thing we do is stop using drugs. That's first. We got that out the way. All right, we ain't using it there. Okay. Now I got to deal with me. Okay? Because see what happens when I put down the chemical, the guy that I was before I picked up comes back now. He a lot older, but he's still the same. You understand? You know what I mean? Been running for me a long time. Welcome home. You know what I mean? And I started to read some stuff, and it said the first thing we do is stop using drugs. At this point, we begin to feel the pain. I'm talking about being in pain. It says we begin to feel the pain of living without a drug or anything to replace it. I'm talking about when we stop using. I'm talking about when we stop trying to get this new sexually transmitted recovery. I'm talking about when I stop shopping, when I stop trying to work myself to death, when I stop trying to put the focus on everything but my problem. You understand? Because nothing changes, nothing changes. I'm talking about getting in touch with the sanity. Listen, I got a need. I'm telling you that my thinking is like, I want one more. I'm telling you this recovery stuff don't feel all that good, and I'm telling you I just want one more. Listen, I don't want the humiliation. I don't want the degradation. Listen, I don't want the embarrassment, the shame, and the guilt, the rehab. I don't want you to take my kids. I don't want to lose my job. I just want one more. I'm telling you, it's going to be different this time, I swear it. Listen, I'm not going to use that much. I'm going to use this much. I'm not going to use that drug. I'm going to use this drug. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to just a little bit. I swear it's going to be different this time. I got to be totally out of my mind. You understand? I'm telling you my thinking, man. My thinking, I got to be crazy to want to do the same thing over and expect something different. And I know the results. I know what's going to happen. You know what happened the last time. And the time before that. And the time before that. And the time before that. And the one before that. And the one before that. You know what I mean? I'm telling you, listen. Y'all told me that if I just keep coming, and if I just don't use, it was going to be all right. You know what I mean? And you said it, and I heard it, and I ain't believe none of that. I'm telling you, forget my brother. He can't help me. He trying to help himself. You know what I mean? He up there, I'm way over here. You understand? I'm telling you, I got to keep, listen, it's sink or swim time. We talking about the lock and load step. I'm talking about I got to get this one. Don't you pass over with a minimum concern, because you can't dope fiend this step, because who's running it? God's in charge. One thing I love about our program, ain't going to be no cheating. He going to see to that. You understand? You can't pass over this one with a minimum of concern, because the next one ain't going to work. I need to start to understand and develop some faith in something other than me. I need to come to understand that this will work for me, and I don't know how it works. I need to believe that it do work. You understand? That's why if I just keep coming, I will come to. I can't tell you how it happened. I can't tell you how he took the obsession out of my life. That's something that's spiritual in nature. And people make me laugh trying to explain it. I said it's spiritual in nature. That's enough, ain't it? You understand? I need to come to believe that it is something. You understand? I never knew what it was going to be. I just showed up. That's all. Keep coming. Because on a lot of days, some days it was the speaker. Some days it was a joker from the floor. Some days it was my keychain. Some days it was the literature, something you read, one sentence in a pamphlet. You understand? I'm telling you, you know how like be real jammed up and I make a meeting, and when I leave there, I feel better than when I got there. I'm talking about the restoration process. How did that happen? Can you explain it? Can you explain? How does it work? Keep coming. That's all. Just keep coming. It'll work for you. You got to keep coming till you start to get your evidence. It talks about being confronted with some evidence. I'm telling you, in the second step, some things are going to happen for you. Listen what I'm saying. It says, right, we begin to see some evidence of some power that cannot fully be explained. I can't explain it. It don't make no logical sense. You know what I'm saying? It really don't make a lot of, you know what I mean? Can't figure this one out. You know what I mean? I know I'm a rocket scientist, but I can't get this one. I'm a little confused today. It just happened. I don't know how it happened. All I can do is tell you it did happen. You know what I mean? I was in disbelief. Well, you know what I mean? Yeah, coincidence. Did it happen again? Did it happen again? It didn't happen again. It says, listen, it says being confronted with the evidence. I'm telling you, stuff started to happen to me. Things started to work out and I didn't use. Listen, I knew it was something that was keeping me clean and it wasn't me.
Because my thinking was rooted in one more. Because I don't like this stuff. It don't feel good, right? And I feel some days I'm all right, and I'm feeling crazy, and I'm all right. And listen, does it ever stop? Yeah, it gets better. It does get better. No, you ain't got to use. You ain't got to go back and do the same thing that you always did. You listen, step 2 gave me a choice. I learned to do something different. If I make a meeting, that's something different. You understand? I'm talking about if I call another addict, that's something different. I needed to understand that there was a power and it wasn't me. That's all. You understand? I ain't had to be so smart and tell you what it is. How am I know what your higher power got for you? You understand? Where did I get so brilliant? Know what I mean? People kill me with that stuff, man. You don't know nothing. I don't know nothing. It's spiritual in nature. I needed to just keep coming and believe that it was something. That it would work for me too. I saw it working for you, now I need mine. You know what I mean? I'm talking about my ball in your face till I got my own. Because I need something. Can I have some of what you got? Yeah. Don't cost a dime. Keep coming. You understand? And I'm talking about starting to feel better. I'm talking about just keep, damn, it ain't works. You know what I mean? The program works. I'm talking about, man, listen, I'm starting to feel better. I'm starting to get some relief. You understand? Because I don't have to go insane. I don't have to do them insane things. You understand? I just don't have to use today. You know what I'm saying? I got a little faith now. I start to understand and develop a concept for myself. You know what I'm saying? It might have been a literature, and now I start to understand it is something in my life that's working in your life. And it's a we thing now. You know what I'm saying? It's a we thing. I'm telling you that it's starting to work for me. And I'm feeling a little bit better. And I got a little faith. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I like this. So what does it say? This says, now, it said we see coincidences and miracles happen in our lives. Acceptance becomes trust. I'm telling you, my faith grows. As I keep coming and I come to, because it's the process of coming to that restores me. You understand? And as I just continue to practice coming, just practice, not using, making a meet, simple stuff. No, don't do nothing. Just keep coming, right? My faith starts to turn to trust a day at a time. And I start to trust the program. I start to trust my higher power. I come to believe that it could be all right for me if I just don't use and I keep coming back. You understand? I'm talking about, listen, knowing I got a problem, but I'm starting to get better with it. You understand? Just for today, I don't have to use. I'm telling you, man, that I don't have to go insane no more. I got a choice. And it's you people, man. You understand? Because, you know what I mean? Listen, my sponsor said, your higher power ain't going to come down sitting next to you and start talking to you. He needs a vessel that he can work through. That's another recovering addict. I don't never know where it's going to come from. All I believe that it's coming. I come to believe, listen, I'm talking about some faith now, that it's going to be all right if I don't start trying to run my own life right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about, listen, so it's about that time. It's about that time. You know what I'm saying? Time to do what? Time to move on. Welcome to step 3. My name is David G. Thanks for letting me share.